Hi, how are you, dear students and viewers? I am Aminul. You know me, esteemed teacher of Tamiza Khatun Govt Girls High School. I am also I am welcoming you all to my today's online activities. Okay, today I will discuss about on role, that is the transformation, and it is applicable for the students of class 9, 10 and also other classes. My topic is transformation. And of transformation, I just talk today about the compound sentence having but. The compound sentence having but and the same subject in the both clause. Compound sentence with but and the same subject in the both clause. And I will change it into complex and simple. Okay. So look at the board. My first sentence. He was poor but honest. He was poor but honest. The structure tells us that it is a compound sentence. Okay? Because compound sentences are those types of sentences which have two or more principal clauses. Two or more principal clauses, and they are related. They are joined by but and either or, neither nor, etc. Okay. Especially, mostly you will see by the compound sentences are joined by but or and, but or and. Okay. So at first I will change it into simple sentence. He was poor but honest. The same subject. The man who is poor, he is honest. The same person is at the same time both poor and honest. In this case, we use but. Okay. So at first, to change it as simple, we will use in spite of. At first, in spite of. Then, possessive of the subject. He, if he, his, if she, her, you, your, there, their, me, my, I, mine. The possessive of the subject is. And thirdly, the noun of the adjective. The noun form of adjective. In spite of which ORT. Okay? Comma, subject again, and verb, auxiliary verb or principal verb, which is here, verb, and honest after the clause after but. The clause after but. So, what do we see? We see that at first I will use in spite of to change a compound sentence with but and the same person in the both clause subject. Same subject in the both clause. I will use in spite of and possessive of the subjective from he is possessive of the subjective, and then from the adjective to noun poverty, comma, then comma, and again the subject pronoun of the subject, especially the pronoun of the subject, and the verb, same verb, and the clause after but. Okay, so how do we see? We see that in spite of his poverty, he was honest. We can also change it in an alternative way. There is also an extra rule. There is also an alternative way to change it. I am doing it. Just look at it. I will do it simple. Without following these rules, there will be a short change. There will be a short difference from that. Spite or possessive of the subject. B, if the one was, were, am, is, are, I will use being. For be one, there will be be, and for have one, have, has, had, I will use having. Okay, and if there is principal verb, it will be Ziran. It will be Ziran. Okay, no Ziran, it will be Ziran. Okay, so instead of his being, as there is be verb, there will be being, because it is being, and if being, the adjective will not change. The adjective will not change. Okay, because is being poor. Again, the object are the pronoun of the subject and main verb, and the last plus. He was honest. Of the two ways to change as simple, you can follow any one of the two ways. You can use in spite of possessive in both places, in spite of his poverty. If you make its pronoun, if you make its noun from the adjective, if you make it noun, just a comma and pronoun of the subject, verb, and the plus after but, or as the earlier, in spite of possessive same, but I will use being if there is the verb, and I will use having if there is have verb, and I will use Jiran if there is principal verb. Okay, so there is the verb and used being, and if the verb, if Jiran, then it will unchanged. The adjective will not change. Okay. So in spite of his being poor, and he was honest. Of the two ways which you like best, you can use to change the as the simple. And by And if you change it into complex, it is easier. If you change it into complex, it is easier. Just look. He was poor but honest. I have just placed a though or although before the verb, before the principal clause, before the first clause. Though he was poor. Look carefully. To change the sentence into complex, I have set up just though or although before the first clause and comma in place of but, and just comma in place of but, and the subject again, pronoun of the subject and same verb, and last clause, the last clause. Okay. Look again. If you wish to change the compound sentence with but, okay, and if both the clause has the same subject, at first you will use just though, although. You will use just although before the first clause. Before the first clause, you will just use though or although. Nothing will change. And in place of but, there will be a just comma. A comma and the subject's pronoun and verb and the clause after but. Okay. So now look at my second sentence. And this is with principal verb. What is the sentence? The sentence is, she reads much but fails. She reads much but fails. Okay. We use but when something is unexpected, when something is abnormal. Okay. Then we will use but. So she reads much. Though she reads much, she can't pass. She fails. And as usually, at first I will use in spite of. And then the pronoun of the possessive of the subject. In spite of her. And as it is with principal verb, I will use ing with the principal verb and will be Jiran. Okay. In spite of her reading. In spite of her reading much. Okay. So the rules is at first in spite of or despite. In spite of or despite. Then object possessive of the subject and ing with principal verb. Ing with principal verb and the rest part much and verb in place of verb comma. Okay. And the subject, same subject's pronoun. He, sorry, she, and the clause after the but, the fails. Okay. In spite of her reading much, she fails. As she reads much, she was supposed to pass. She was supposed to make a good result. But he or she didn't do that. In this state, in this condition, we use but. And if I do change it into complex. It is easier. Like the earlier sentence. Although, just although is used, at the beginning of the first clause. No other words are changed. There are she reads much. She reads much. I have used just although. I have written just although to make it the complex. And a comma. Okay, in place of but, a comma. And the same subjects pronoun she. Okay, and the verb or the clause after the but, she says. Okay, so it is really very easy for you to change the compound sentence with but into complex. Just one thing, you will use although or though before the first clause. Okay, number one. And the second one is, you will use the same clause without changing. You will use the same clause without changing and a comma at the end of the first clause. At the end of the first clause, just a comma. And the pronoun subject again. And the clause after the but. Clause after but. Okay. So I think you have already learned how we can change the compound sentence with but, and if there is the same subject in both the clauses into complex and simple. Okay, I think you have received my class well, and you have already understood how we can change those types of sentence. And you will practice yourselves more and more. Then it will be easy for you to learn. Thank you. Next classes will be next time. Still then, stay well, stay safe, stay home. Allah Hafiz.